What's going on, YouTube? It's that black dude, and I'm back for today. Another video. Just trying to figure out how much time I had left on this camera because, well, I generally like to know. But it wants to be a little douche today and tell me otherwise. Tells me I got 3,670 megabytes. I guess that's a lot, considering that this thing is recording in kilobytes. Anyways, on to the show. Got the little Allen West going on right here, which he ought to be running for office, but he won't do it. Which it does cost a lot of money to do it. It costs a lot of money to run for office. But here goes. So there's been a lot of talk lately about the Clintons and the media. And the media hasn't really been sticking up for the Clintons as of late. They've been kind of letting it hang out there. And the Clintons been around for a very long time. They've been around for decades. Probably 30 years or more. Actually, they've been around for more than 30 years as far as being in power is concerned. When it goes back to Bill being a senator or whatever he was in Arkansas. And it seems like they just want these guys to go away. If you think about it, Hillary got knocked out of the election in 2008 against this new guy who just happened to be black and hip and cool, and everybody fell in love with him. And he became the first black president, so she lost her spot. This time it was her turn to be the president. They rigged, the DNC rigged the election against Bernie Sanders. Just rigged it against him. All kind of evidence that they did it. And people were still trying to vote for her. And she ended up losing to Donald Trump, who the media had really said nothing but positive stuff about until he actually ran for president as a Republican. The entire time that Trump's been in the media, everything was positive about him. Literally, you go back to the 80s and you watch old interviews about him, they were asking him back then to run as president. But when he ran with the R under his name, everything went negative. He was a racist, bigot, everything. Anyways, Donna Brazier, she was the lady who spoon-fed Hillary those questions as far as the debates go to when she whooped up on Sanders doing those debates. Well, she came out with the tell-all book, which really doesn't tell all, but she's been running her mouth about Hillary, and she hadn't been holding back. On the other hand, there were a couple things that she said that was interesting, because the DNC, they're kind of letting the Clintons out to dry. They're not really taking up for them as much, even though they do still take up for Bill a little bit about his sexual behavior. They're not really taking up for Hillary as much as they were. The scandals are still out there. She was attacked on TV recently about, well, if she was president, that we would be at war and all of that. And that wasn't happening before. And it's happening now. And to me, it seems like they want her out of the way so they can run somebody else. And believe you me, right now, Bernie Sanders is the man. But he's not going to be the person that they pick. With that being said, Donna Brazier says some nice things about another person into the Democrat Party who does have a very good, clean, as far as we know it, non-scandalous background. She was very protected by the media, and she has a few aces up the sleeve that could mean trouble for the Republican Party as far as running for president. And I'm talking about, and now I can't actually upload this from their phone. I gotta put it on the computer because some fucking bastard some goddamn scam number fucking called me and threw everything the fuck off. So now I have to upload this shit in from the computer to get it all straight. But yeah, they've been talking about possibly running Michelle Obama. She doesn't have any criminal background as far as we know it. Not only that, she's black, so they can pull the race card on your ass if you don't vote for her, because then you'll be a racist for not voting for her. Then you'll be a sexist pig for not voting for her because she's a woman. So, black, female, no scandals, Democrat. That's a pretty damn good combination to be running against the Republican Party, especially since they've already painted Trump as a racist. And they're not going to stop doing that. Media has been extremely relentless against Trump. And Michelle was extremely protected while she was First Lady. And here's the thing, when you're First Lady, you don't really get that much attention because you're just kind of in the background while the husband is doing everything else. The husband's the one in the spotlight. You're just kind of the First Lady in the background, going to schools, this, that, and the other, doing this, that, and the other, and everything is all good. Unless you're a Melania, however you say the First Lady name and shit. Then everything you do is negative if you're Trump. But she was protected by the media, big time. And what I mean by that, there were quite a few reports that came out on the conservative media, which is not mainstream media. Conservative media, let's get this right. Conservative media is not mainstream media unless you listen to Rush Limbaugh. And he's not really super conservative either. He's more of, he's kind of straight down the damn middle. Don't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, if you're doing wrong, he's going to call you out. And, damn it, what was I just saying? Yeah, the conservative websites post different stories about Michelle. For instance, they would go overseas and the people overseas would talk crap about her because of her attitude. They would talk about how rude she would treat them, how they would be talked to, things like that. And, but basically she just had a nasty, nasty attitude. It was either China or Japan that she went to. Her and her mother went to, because remember, her mom was staying up in the White House. Barry O's mother-in-law was all up in the White House. She basically started living there. And so the mama was vacationing on our tax dollars with Michelle. They went over to, I believe it was Japan. Barry didn't go with them. And, right after they left, there were reports coming out, and the staff of that hotel that they stayed at, they were pissed, talking about how crappy they was treated. They would talk to you like they were dogs. They were just ramshacked. And that wasn't the first country of people who talked about Michelle that way. How she treated them, like they were just low-life garbage. And not only that, you can go back and look at some of the interviews, when she talk about Barack. The woman's a mean old heifer. She really is. She's a mean-ass woman. And that was hidden. It was well hidden from the media. Money hungry. This is a woman here. I forgot how expensive that was, but I remember they went to go and have a chat about us budgeting money. How you need to cut back. How we need to cut back. And she had on like a $50,000 dress or some crap like that. Very expensive dress, very expensive jewelry, but telling us that we need to budget. Like, really, man? That costs more than my car? I can't even get a house, but that dress costs more than the house that I would get, because I'd be going to the bank and getting a house foreclosed on. And she's just a control controlling ass woman. But again, with everything that they heard about Michelle in the media, with her not actually having a criminal past, at least a criminal past that we know about, could be a very, very, very hard combination to be. Black, again, let's go back through it. She's black, so they're gonna pull the race card. You're gonna be racist for not voting for her. She's a woman, so you gotta vote for them, women. Women gotta stick together. Ladies, you gotta stick together. We got messed around out of the ass when we had that sexist pig Trump in there. We couldn't do it. Men, if you don't vote for her, you're a sexist pig. So, yeah, she's got the woman thing working for her. She's got the color thing working for her. She has no background that we know of. That's 3 things right there. We can't even pull the no experience thing on her because, well, Trump had business experience. He didn't have presidential political experience. That's why him and Carson was so popular. Carson, oh man, poor guy, got destroyed by the media. The media still hits Carson up every once in a while, make him seem like he's just a dumbass. One of the most genius people, especially black people, that we've had. Brain surgeon, and his father's a freaking rocket. I mean, and his brothers are rocket science. Rocket sciences, dude. And they made this guy look like an idiot. But hey, it is what it is. So as I hear more about that, I'll talk more about it. That's just what's kind of been up in the air. I've been hearing a lot about that lately. She's got a lot going for her as far as those things. So what do you guys think? Let me know below.